Capes are something that can overturn any simple look into a dressy one. They are always in trend and they never fail to make a statement when worn. So if you are looking to add an oomph factor to outfits, this video is for you. We will be learning how to sew a stylish cape in this step-by-step tutorial. You will need an old colorful dupatta or fabric of your choice which is 2.5 meters in length and a width of 44 inches. The template of the cape which you can download from our website www.ushasew.com. Chalk, a pair of scissors, the Usha Janome binder foot, ready-made bias tape of 1 inch width, pins and matching thread. Take your colorful fabric for your cape. And lay it on the wrong side up on the table. Place the cape template downloaded from www.ushasew.com over the fabric. As you can see, the template has 2 parts. This is the front opening and this is the center back. Pin it in place with the help of beaded pins. Pin the entire semicircle and then proceed to mark it on the fabric with a piece of chalk. Do this carefully as the shape of our cape depends on this step. Once you are done, unpin the template and cut along the marking. Our cut piece should look like this. Similarly, cut another piece using the same template. Lay them side to side like shown in the video. This is the center back and this is the front opening. First, we will sew the center back together. For the ease of stitching, let's pin fabrics with right sides together along the center back. Take the fabric to your Usha Janome Wonder Stitch Plus sewing machine. Set the pattern selector dial to A and stitch length to 2.5. Begin sewing. Remove the pins as you go. Don't forget to do reverse stitches at the start and at the end to secure the stitches in place. The finished stitches should look like this. Next on the list is zigzag stitches. Open the stitched end of fabric like shown and proceed to do zigzag stitches over one side of the seam allowance. To do this, set the pattern selector dial to C and the stitch length to 2. Open the stitched end of the fabric like shown and proceed to do zigzag stitches over the seam allowance. When you are done, cut the thread and then do the stitches on the other side of the seam allowance. Your end stitches should look like this. Don't they give the fabric a neater finish? Just to recap, we have stitched the center back, This is our neck. This is our front opening. And this is the bottom edge of the cape. For this, replace the regular presser foot with Usha Janomi binder foot. We will be using a ready-made bias tape to bind the straight and curved edges of the fabric. This will also provide a decorative color accent to our cape. Insert the folded bias tape in the designated area like shown in the video. Use a needle to pull the bias tape from opposite side of the foot. Once done, keep the fabric right side up. Align one edge of the opening under the presser foot. And reset the pattern selector dial to A. And the stitch length to 2.5. Begin sewing and go up to the neck. Once you are done, cut the bias tape. The edge should look like this. Next, we move on to the other side of the opening. In a similar fashion, start at the bottom and go till the neck and stop. Now we will work on the hemline of the cape. Like before, align the fabric and continue sewing. Go all around the bottom edge and finish the bias tape and cut the bias tape on finishing. Before sewing the neckline, we need to know that a tie-on is required for the cape. For this, just insert the bias tape without the fabric underneath it and stitch for 12 inches. After you have sewed the required tape, keep the neckline fabric under the presser foot and start sewing the neckline. Go all around the neck. Post completing the neckline, proceed to sew another 12 inches of bias tape for another end of the tie-on. Cut the tape and we are done. Your stylish cape is now ready. You can add tassels at the end of the tie-on to give it an elevated finish. We have paired our cape off with a saree. You can also style them with dresses. The options are limitless.